Hello everyone, I'm Mustafa. Today I continue to bring you a detailed summary of the Chainsaw Man series. After Denji was killed by the zombie devil, Pochita sacrificed his heart to bring Denji back to life, and thus Chainsaw Man was born. Without further ado, let's begin today's summary.
Devil. In the sky, the Bat Devil watched Denji in his chainsaw form in astonishment, but didn't give him any time to process what was happening, as his right arm was severed again from the shoulder. Both of them crashed forcefully into a building, writhing in pain. A girl happened to see them and was terrified. "What are you staring at? If you keep looking, I'll eat you." Denji threatened her with frightening words, so she screamed and ran away in terror. "You let her escape even though you're a devil too. What exactly are you planning to do?" Now that the Bat Devil knew Denji's identity, he was very surprised by his actions, while Denji stood there staggering, then charged straight at the Bat Devil. The devil. "I'll rip open your belly, then touch your chest." A powerful stab to the Bat Devil's face sent him flying out of the wall. Bystanders fled from the falling debris, while the fallen devil struggled to steady himself on the ground. Denji landed as well. "You, the one who helps humans," said the Bat Devil, grabbing a car with the driver inside screaming in terror. "Do you dare to kill him?" He swung his arm, hurling the car with the driver inside toward the electric train. Denji shouted loudly, and the driver's heart leapt into his throat from sheer terror. Denji reached out his hands, and the chainsaw blades separated from his arms. Then the giant braced himself for the impact of the car and caught it firmly between his hands. The chainsaw disappeared. Denji was extremely surprised, as if he had lost control over the disintegration of the chainsaw blades. With a superhuman strength that didn't match his body, why is he still helping humans? "I never said I wanted to save them." Denji tilted his head, slowly lifting the car with his hand so the driver inside could hear him, causing the driver to show surprise and suspicion. "As for this middle-aged man, I don't have time to care about him." After saying that, Denji hurled the car forcefully at the Bat Devil, hitting it in the face. The car fell off him without causing any significant harm. At that moment, he laughed arrogantly, and his flat nose began to grow strangely longer. Shinbo. The Bat Devil screamed loudly and suddenly extended his nose. Then he unleashed a powerful shockwave that sent Denji flying away. Stones fell to the ground and the driver froze in fear, unable to move. He was caught by two massive chainsaws. "I need to recover my blood, even though there's a disgusting smell." But unfortunately, there was simply no other choice left for him. The terrifying Bat Devil was just about to devour him whole. But right at that exact moment, the Bat Devil looked a little stunned. But when he regained his senses, a hint of fear appeared on his face. "Why are you still alive?" Even though Denji took the hit, he didn't die. He stood up again, his body half mangled, and said in annoyance, "I always run into some kind of trouble. I've always endured, and I've never even touched a girl's chest. No, don't come near me." Finally, the Bat Devil was seized with intense terror, so he grabbed the driver's hand tightly and threw a panicked punch at Denji, causing the ground beneath them to shatter. But the intense pain in his arm made him realize that punch hadn't hit Denji. As he stood on the Bat Devil's arm, Denji began to tear his body apart wildly. With every swing of his sword, blood and flesh flew everywhere. Deep within a quiet forest lived a primitive girl who survived by eating raw meat and drinking fresh blood. Whenever she felt hungry, she killed a cow, and she would hunt a bear whenever she grew thirsty. Despite her savagery, she found happiness in the company of a small cat that filled her loneliness until an unexpected guest shattered the peace of her life. If you truly do not want your beloved cat to pass away so soon, then you must go out and bring me a living human being immediately. They're all trivial things, for life is nothing more than just a cat. So why should I run away? And why on earth should I go looking for a human being, just to save one tiny little helpless cat? That is such an absolutely incredibly absurd reason. I truly love the art of writing, whether it is about taste, smell, or even the finality of death, and I have only just begun to feel that way in the recent past. The blood flowing that is so incredibly warm and vital causes the human heart to ache with a deep longing for it. A ray of light shone on Power's eyelid, causing her to slowly open her eyes. The familiar and reassuring voice came to her from in front of her, but when Power fully regained consciousness and saw clearly what was in front of her, she discovered that Denji was holding her in his arms. "Why are you helping me even though you tried to kill me?" After hearing Denji, he closed his eyes, thinking about his response. In the end, he pointed at Power's chest and made a squeezing motion with his hand. Power fell silent, then said, "What a truly ridiculous reason." Denji felt a bit frustrated, and silence fell between them. Power looked at him and apologized for her previous deception. Then she said to him, "Since you saved the kitten, if you want to touch me, then do so." Upon hearing this, Denji's eyes widened and he remained standing in his place, stunned. Really amazing, ha ha ha. But his joy was short-lived, as something suddenly attacked him and severed his arm. His joy turned into a distorted expression of pain, and even Power, who was watching, was shocked by his screams. At that moment, something picked up his severed arm, and a wrinkled devil with tentacles appeared, swallowing the arm in a single bite. Denji asked Power if she was able to move. Power said she was paralyzed. She ordered Denji to escape with the cat. But he pulled the cord on his chest to fight again. Both the devil and Power were stunned by the scene, but the chainsaw stalled halfway through. Denji realized that the lack of blood was the reason. The devil looked at his incomplete transformation and said with great difficulty, "I finally managed to find him. He is your father, the one who killed my little cat. Avo, he was my man. Ah, and when I look at you closely, I find you very cute as well. Since you look good, I'll let you off this time. But everyone behind me must die." When Power heard that, she realized that this devil had no intention of leaving her alone. So she spat out saliva mixed with blood. Then she took a fighting stance. And it seems that this action angered the devil. "Then you have to die too." After that, they got into a hand-to-hand fight. This is a summary of episodes 8 and 9 of Chainsaw Man. To follow what's next, support us with a like and a follow.